I want to test this satellite setup, which is the Starlink, to see if it's faster or what kind of comparable download and upload speeds I'll get with the Starlink versus cable internet. That's what I currently have here in Tucson, Arizona, where we're living, is I have cable internet. So it'll be a challenge. We're going to challenge the Starlink versus the cable. I really don't know what to expect because my cable really is terrible. The performance is terrible. I don't think you can see way back here, but way back here, there's a telephone pole that is probably about 200-300 feet. And when the cable guy came to set it up, he was checking the speeds, and he told me, he said that they weren't very good compared to what he normally sees. Hello, welcome back for another video. We are going to see what I just bought. Came in the mail and we're excited. It's the Starlink. Yes, folks. We have the Starlink. I don't even know where to start. Let's start by opening it. Why did I buy the Starlink? I bought the Starlink because I travel in our RV. So when we start traveling to the White Mountains and throughout the United States, we can bring our internet with us. So that's why I bought it. And while I'm at home, I can use the Starlink. And obviously when I travel, I could use the Starlink. And when we go abroad to Mexico, I plan on bringing this box with me with the Starlink and using it in Mexico. Let's plug it in and see what happens. I'm a Starlink owner. We're ready to go to the stars. Very small. Look at the size of my hand. Alright, I'm downloading a Starlink app. I'm going to go open. Check for obstructions. Let's start that way. I'm trying to get 100%. I don't know where I'm supposed to go here with the 100%. I feel like I'm getting dizzy at this point. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, okay, now I see. I guess there's arrows. I wasn't paying attention. There was arrows that I was supposed to be going to. So now we're going to see, it says view results. So you guys are seeing this the same time I'm doing this first time, so I probably look like an idiot, which is pretty easy for me to do, because that comes natural. Okay. Estimating obstructions. Loading this may take a moment the first time you open the app. So it's at 0%. Estimated obstructions are, this is a great place for your Starlink. So they're saying this is a great place. Set up Starlink here. So, select your Starlink, and it shows 4 options here to select from. So we've got the round dish, got this square dish like sitting on the ground, I guess. And we got this bigger square dish sitting like this, and then we got the small one. This one right here looks more like our dish. I think it's the newest one. So select your Starlink. I'm gonna say confirm. This is a proprietary cord. Look at that. What that means is that if you want to extend this cordage, which another feature that I'm not very happy with from the previous dish, is the previous dish had a 100-foot cord. This is a 75-foot cord. That's 25 feet less. And it has a proprietary connection, which means that if you want to add cordage to this, you need to go buy it from their store. Where else are you going to buy a cord like this? Nowhere. I don't like that. We got our cord in here. I'm going to plug it into the router. Yeah, you can see there's a light at the bottom. So evidently it's it's on. I don't see any lights here though. Look, when you set it down. Okay, well let's go see what the dish is doing. Obviously searching for the satellite. Let me stay out of its way. Is it locked in that quick? Very well may have. It says, join your Starlink Wi-Fi network. It may take about 30 seconds for it to appear. Open Wi-Fi settings. When I open up the Wi-Fi connections on my computer or my phone, for that matter, these are the options I have. As you can see, my Netgear is my old cable internet, and Stinky, S-T-I-N-K-Y in capital letters, that is the Starlink. I would not have known that. It doesn't say Starlink. Sign in to Stinky. See that right there? Sign in to Stinky. So I clicked on that for my network, and now it's asking for a Wi-Fi network name and enter a Wi-Fi password and then create. So I'm Starlink router regulatory labels. So I'm setting it up right now. Okay. So the Starlink dish moved again. I do not have internet inside the house. It still says no internet. It did move again. It was setting straight up earlier, and now it's moved facing this direction but it hasn't done anything as far as the internet goes. How are you supposed to contact these guys? Let me see if there's any phone number, anything to contact Starlink. SpaceX, Hawthorne, California, Starlink.com. Here's my instructions I got. That's your instructions. Tell you to go here to your Starlink app. Maybe I'm just too dumb to figure this out, but it's not working, folks. Okay, here's some regulatory information. There's no instructions or any way to contact anybody. It took about 2 days for the Starlink internet to activate, but it is now live, and we're testing the Starlink. Our downloads is 7.74 megabytes per second on our first test. And the upload was 14 kilobytes per second. That is terrible. Let's try it again. So this is a second test. The second test is 9.70 megabytes per second for the download. And the upload was 4.63 megabytes per second. This is our third and final test. The download on the third and final test is 18.39 megabytes per second for the download. Let's see what our upload is. Our upload is 2.99 megabytes per second. All right, we're going to try the cable internet test. Now it states down below that it is Starlink provider. That is incorrect. You can see the Netgear 33. That is my cable internet. And the first download test is 192.59 megabytes per second. And the upload was 16.33 megabytes per second. Alrighty, these are my final thoughts on the Starlink versus my cable internet. Now, it's no surprise that the Starlink is slower than the cable internet. One would expect that. But the purpose of the Starlink purchase was to get myself ready for the life on the road here in my RV. My girlfriend and I hitting the road, traveling the country here in the United States and also abroad, living in Mexico. We're building a house. If you haven't seen that, please subscribe to my channel and take a look at those videos. So with that said, what are my thoughts on the Starlink? My thoughts on the Starlink is the downloads are pretty low and the uploads are not good either. So if you could please comment on this video and tell me what your download speeds are and what you're using, and if you have any other ideas for myself as to what might work for my needs, traveling abroad and also traveling here in the United States. Is Starlink our only option? What are your thoughts on that? I'd really appreciate any help, any input and advice. And should I keep the Starlink or should I send it back? I have a 30-day refund policy with the Starlink to get my money back for the $680 that I paid for the router and the dish. Do you think I should send that back and get my money back? I can't get my $110 back for the service fee. I understand that. But what do you think? Is these speeds acceptable? Is Starlink going to work for me, or am I going to be unhappy with the service? Please chime in and tell me what you think. And please subscribe to my channel. If I do decide to send the Starlink back, I'll make another video of that, the process, and if I have any problems returning it or anything else that may occur in that process. Thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.